There are strangers on the internet who are waiting for you. You see, doing anything worth doing, starting a channel, starting a business, especially starting a coaching program, starting anything, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. And it's going to require way more time than you thought it would. It's going to be way harder. And if you live in fear and if you try to have perfection about it, or if you try to have like the everything figured out, it may never happen. And so when you're in a series of life like that, it's very easy to go, I'm fucking done. I'm over this. I give up. I don't want to do it anymore. And even more so when you are beginning something and you're starting the little task list in your head of everything you have to do that thing, right? So maybe you're starting a channel or a YouTube business like this or whatever, and you're making all these videos. It's just not happening for you, right? You're watching other people whose pages blow up overnight. You're seeing other business owners who business just explodes as soon as they try. And now you, having done all the same actions, at least in your head, feeling like you've put the same effort in, feeling like you have all of the ability, skill, timing, everything you need, still don't have the result. And so you want to give up. You want to throw in the towel. But I want to really bring it back to what I just said at the beginning of this video. There are strangers waiting for you and you alone. You see, when I started this channel a couple years ago, I was just making funny videos on the internet about anime. No sustenance, nothing. Didn't care. Just anime is my favorite thing. I watched it. TikTok was new. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna post these little videos. And if they blow up, they blow up. If not, whatever. And so as I started doing that, at the beginning, it was just for fun. I didn't think anything of it. And I definitely didn't think it would turn into something. But slowly and surely over time, right? Those videos gained more and more traction. I grew my channel on TikTok up to 77,000 followers at one point. And I realized, like many things, that I had an ability that I didn't previously have, that I now have. And so here's the thing that happened though. In between that, it wasn't like a straight shot to 70K, right? Like I started off with little videos that got no views. But what's crazy is because before I went viral for the first time, before I ever had like a video blow up, I was unaware that you could, it's a beautiful dog. I was unaware that like getting 300 views on a video was a bad thing, right? To me, that's 300 people watching what I'm putting out. And so my perspective was different. I didn't have the expectations of the results. And slowly but surely, I was still putting in the input, and boom, started getting thousands, had a couple of videos hit 1 million. And when that happens, all of a sudden, you start becoming ungrateful for the same things that gave you the energy to do it in the first place. So like in the beginning, when I had a video that would get 300, 400, 500 views, let alone 1,000, I would feel good about it. And I would harbor that good energy. And I would feel like wanting to do it again because of the perspective I had on it. Now, fast forward 6 months, same, channel, but I have 10,000 followers now. I've gone viral a couple times. If I post a video and it gets 600 views, I feel like it didn't work. And then I start harboring negative emotions, start thinking about it, and I want to give up. And that's what happened actually. My channel got to 77,000 followers, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. And I stopped. And well, the channel went down. We lost followers. This was a couple years ago. And it wasn't until recently that I started reposting on there when I got my energy back. And so how does this correlate with you in business and life and wanting to give up? It's understanding that sometimes the main cause of our negative emotions and our wanting to give up is the expectations of results and the change in perspective and a lack of gratitude for the things that we've done already. So when you're in that burnout season, it's a really good question to ask yourself. What am I expecting to happen that's not happening, that's causing me to feel negative about what I'm doing, right? So maybe you're in sales and you're making a bunch of calls, or you're going to the trainings, you're going to the conferences, you're watching, you got the courses, you got everything. But when you go through these things, when you buy the courses, when you watch videos like this on YouTube, you're looking for the magic key that's going to make all these negative emotions go away. Right? If that sounds familiar, the easiest way to do that is to start off by to get rid of that, is to get super clear on what it is you're doing, why you're doing it, and what are the long-term effects of continuing to do it, not the short term, right? What are the long-term effects? What's going to happen over the long period of time if you continue on this path? Okay. And when you do that, and you're able to realize, oh, okay, I'm doing this thing right here, and I'm only doing it because I know that 5 years from now I could get this result. So I'm just going to do it to build the skill. I'm not going to do it to get the result, because I understand that the result doesn't come for 5, 6 years down the road, whatever, right? And so if you can have that mindset, then what's going to happen is when you go to do the shit, you're going to be feeling not as negative. You feel more positive about everything, and you get back to that grateful energy that beginners always have. And that is the magic, that energy. Now, back to the strangers, because I know you guys are like, what does this have to do with the person? When you show up and you reset your energy and you are grateful for what you're doing and you move with purpose, you will, without knowing it, affect a stranger and help them get to their next level, right? There's been times where I've posted videos on here that have gotten 40 views that I thought were life-changing, right? But in those 40 views, I received a message on Instagram from somebody telling me how this was super helpful, or it went through, helped them with the time in their life, and I didn't even know. And I've talked about my boy before. I'm going to talk about him again because he's one of the main reasons I learned this. But I had a subscriber to this YouTube channel who was all the way in New Zealand, and he had reached out to me when I first started, letting me know like the videos were valuable and that he had used them to help create an app that was doing about $400 a month. And he was really proud of himself, and I was proud of him too. And he used to comment on every YouTube video, and then it just stopped, right? The comments go away. But, me charging along, just keep making the videos. And then one day I get a video or a comment on a video, and the comment is from his mom. And his mom said, hey, the video you just made was talking about my son. He was 27 and he passed away this week. And I was going through our messages, and he was really proud of the fact that you were in his video, or that he was in your video, and your videos are what he sent me or what he watched, to keep him going, right? And I get emotional thinking about it because this kid's on the other side of the globe on his last week on Earth, and my videos are helping, right? And and if you guys could understand that if you give up, there's people like that you don't know. They don't say anything, right? I've made over 200 videos on this channel, okay? There's a billion videos, right? I don't know everybody who's watching them. I don't know who you are watching this video all the way through. But I do know this. If I give up, if I decide to let my expectations of the world ruin the energy that I have, if I decide to quit putting myself out there because I'm scared I'll fail, because I'm scared it will all be for nothing, because I don't want to, because it's uncomfortable, I'll fail. And more importantly than that, I'm giving up on those people who I don't even know. And that just doesn't sit right with me. And I hope it doesn't sit right with you, because you have a gift. You have something inside of you that if you can learn a systematic way to keep yourself in your best version, you will be able to help so many people. It's a scary world. It's a shitty time. There's a lot of bad, but we get to show up and be the light in our individual communities by doing this very thing. So, as the title of this video, you're not allowed to give up. There's other people counting on you.